This is the low that was just broke to make the lower low of the trend. So with that being the case, I ask myself, do I have a level that is also, not only was it the low that was just broken, but that has also been tested multiple times looking left? If I scroll the chart back and draw our box to the left, you can see that we have this level as resistance and support. So now I've checked off one, which is identify the trend, downtrend, and I've checked off two. Here's the structure level I'm paying attention to. Now, the only way that I'm going to be paying attention to levels, the only way I have a structure level that I consider important enough to trade around is if it's the most recent level broken for trade continuation and if it's been tested multiple times. So I'm looking for those two factors, and at this point, I'm done with number one. So what's the next step? What's number two? Number two is to prepare and predict. Let's do that. This is kind of what that would look like. So preparation and predicting, if the market's sitting right here at the end of this red candle, what could happen? What's the prediction here? Well, we could see price just continue down, right? Price could do that, no problem. Or price could continue up. That's essentially the only two options that we have. It's going to do one or the other. Now it may consolidate a bit in through here. Oh, draw Pac-Man. Hold on. It's an ugly one, but we can draw a little ghost right here. Yeah. We're calling this the Pac-Man pattern. The ghost is like running away. So scared. That's it, Pac-Man. But essentially, these are the only two things price can do, either go up or down. So what I have to ask myself during my preparation and prediction phase is, if price goes up and we stay in my structure zone, then my prediction, that's the preparation, price could go up. Now I have to prepare for that and predict what I think is going to happen. If price goes up into this area, my prediction is that we will continue lower based on the fact that I've identified my trend as a downtrend and that structure-wise we are in an area that is likely to push the market lower. So after my preparation and prediction, which is just asking yourself, what can price do? Price can either go up or down. If price does that, let's say goes up and stays in our zone, then predict what you expect to happen. My prediction is that we're going to fall from this zone. Hopefully you're keeping up with this. Again, it's a really simple process, but it can save you a ton of losing trades and save you a lot of beginner mistakes, which normally tend to be just jumping into trades without doing any preemptive analysis. Now, once I've prepared, once I've predicted what I think is going to happen, my next step is to take action and enter a possible trade. And personally, I have a few ways I can do this. You can decide for yourself how you enter a market, whether that be a chart pattern, whether that be some kind of candlestick pattern, whether that be just selling pressure based on whatever you consider selling pressure, considering we're going short right here. Personally, I look for chart patterns on lower time frames. So my take action and enter the trade happens one time frame lower than this. Right now, we're on the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour. My trading time frame, if I'm on the 4-hour, is going to be the 1-hour chart. And I'm going to drop down to that 1-hour chart and look for patterns like the double top or head and shoulders pattern. Those are the only two that I trade. I have a full video on chart patterns that'll be in the top right hand side of the screen. But if price gets into this area, that's what I'm going to look for, and that's going to be my action taking, my enter into the trade. That's the third step to this process. So as you can see, following and adopting this 3-step process puts you in positions to get the best trade possible. And what I see a lot from beginners is they never put themselves in position to get the best trade possible. Instead, they just want to get into a trade. They just want to make sure they're trading every day, and that's a recipe for disaster. You only want to enter into a market